Hey guys, I just have a really brief message. Um, be obedient to the Lord. Be obedient and trust Him. When a couple of years ago, when I lived in Colorado, and I was being discipled by Lou Engle and his team, the Call Ministries, the school that I was in was called SAFA, the Spiritual Air Force Academy, and the Lord told me to go. And no, I did not have all the finances that I needed. I paid for some of it at the beginning, but when you are a full-time missionary, you run on support like from family members and from the church that you go to. And well, I didn't have a lot of support. So let's backtrack a little. I was going kind of fast. When the Lord told me to go, I had maybe a quarter of what I needed for the tuition and to survive a couple of months. And He said, don't worry, I'll take care of you. And so I went in faith. Of course, this is a place that God is sending me to, that He is taking me. And I dropped everything and was obedient, and I went. And it came to like the last 3 or 4 months of me being there. I was there for about 9 months. And they were getting ready to send me home because I didn't have enough money to sustain. And let me tell you what the Lord did. So it was a few of us. It was maybe like 3 or 4 who needed a nice amount of money to stay. And the couple of other students, my classmates, wasn't that much. I needed the most. You guys, I needed a lot of money. I'm not talking about $500. I'm talking about thousands. And my leaders at the time, Apostle David and Prophetess Audrey, they were like, we love you. You've been such a blessing to us. And we know that you really needed to be here and God wanted you here. But, you need this much money to stay, and we just can't pull this money out of thin air. And so I'm ready to pack, So by that time, I'm thanking God for everything that I've experienced, thanking God for the discipleship and ministry, thanking God for the connections that I made, thanking God for this amazing new place that I'm in, and thanking Him that I was able to stay as long as I was. And so they were like, you guys, put your names on the board, the students who owe money, put your names on the boards, and we're going to pray around the clock that God sends in finances. And so, I kid you not, maybe a day or 2 days after we did that and prayed around the clock, my classmates rallied around and raised money for me. And some of them didn't even really have it to give, but they were obedient to the Lord. Nobody asked them. The Lord put it on their heart. And I was blown away. And that told me right there, when you're obedient to God, especially to a place that He sends you and you go, He will pay your way. He will sustain you. He will pay your way. When I didn't have money, my roommates bought groceries for me. When I didn't have money to buy groceries, they came out of their money and brought groceries for me. So many times we allow intellect and flesh and what other people think to talk us out of the blessings and the seasons that God is trying to usher us into. There were so many doubts that I had. But because I trusted God with everything in me, I went and He took care of me. He took care of me. Yes, it was like, oh my God, how is this gonna happen? Oh, but He took care of me. My classmates raised over $3,000 for me, and I was able to graduate with my certificate in ministry. So whatever God is telling you to do, do it. He will sustain you no matter what it looks like around you. God will sustain you. I said all that to say, stop allowing what you see to deter you away from what God said. If God says it's yours, then it's yours. So I just wanted to bring that short testimony to you guys. Maybe one day, who knows, I'll unpack it and tell the full story. But you guys be blessed and listen to God. Drown out the naysayers, drown out the doubters, and listen to God. You guys be blessed, and I love you with the love of the Lord.